After some time, there's finally more details, more updates, and even a gameplay reveal regarding Gotham Knights, the sort of Batman spin off starring four characters: Batgirl, Robin, Nightwing, and Red Hood in the game. And regarding Gotham Knights, it's going to also be picked up now finally by the CW, which everyone knows them in recent years for picking up different DC comic book series. Despite that, they did also announce that Legends of Tomorrow, and I think there's one more. I did say Legends of Tomorrow and Batwoman, both DC shows being canceled. So with the gameplay reveal, I do want to mention some details as well. There is also an announcement for the release date by October 25 of this year, October 25, 2022. So that's also good news. And also, the development has sort of shifted, changed a little bit. They're no longer going to be working on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One consoles, and that's really fine. And well, like, if your full vision can't be fully realized of any sort of interactive video game that you're trying to make, don't waste any time and resources and money on any old hardware that can't really live up to what you're trying to do. That's very understandable. Even if I don't have any of the new gen consoles, I know it's on Windows, so I'm sure it'll do fine on my laptop, but I'm not mad at it. You know, it's common. Like, we've seen cross gen releases of brand new games, and when played on older hardware, it just doesn't live up to expectations. It just looks worse, watered down, broken, glitchy, buggy in some way. So that's really fine. Okay, so in terms of gameplay review, I thought it was actually pretty interesting. The combat, watching the combat, it sort of reminded me of the Batman Arkham style. Now, to be clear, in terms of the plot and story, it's definitely not a spin off or a sequel to Batman Arkham Knight. Not at all. In fact, the sequel to Arkham Knight is actually the Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League, also developed once more by Rocksteady. So they're taking care of that. This one for Gotham Knights, I think, by Warner Bros. Montreal gaming team. So the gameplay footage, I mean, there's some YouTube video available regarding gameplay combat for both Nightwing and Robin Hood, and I actually liked what I've seen. The combat did remind me of the Arkham games. I think that was pretty cool. The free-flowing combat, counterattacks, using the gadgets and weapons and so forth. Even a third-person camera, whatever, using shooting. So I thought it was pretty cool. Like, you know, I was just seeing some bits of Robin fighting, kicking with the sticks and so forth. I thought that was pretty cool. And I thought it was pretty weird how Red Hood was traversing, considering that Red Hood is not someone with superpowers. But I mean, whatever. They did explain why. But similar gameplay with Red Hood, with the guns, third person shooting as well. So I really liked how they took inspiration. I mean, we remember they did develop Arkham Origins back in 2013 for 7th gen console. So that was pretty cool. And the open world, like different ways of traversal, like I was saying, whether it's like even Red Hood using his motorbike or something like that, going after a criminal with a armed truck. And if there's something I liked that we're familiar with, it's like a prompt for counterattack and even a prompt for dodging unblockable attacks. I think that's just something I've noticed. The story kind of delves deep into like the team kind of trying to move on and grow up without Bruce Wayne. I mean, he's either dead or seemingly he's disappeared. So, there's a moment that shows like even in their own little headquarters, they're still trying to move forward in the absence of Batman, someone that they've known well, grown up with, forged a relationship with, despite any tense, uncomfortable moments and so forth. Of course, like, the open world map of Gotham, there's customization. There's also like gameplay customization of upgrading equipment, changing the looks and so forth, crafting gear. And I like that as well. I liked how there's customization involved. So I appreciate how even the relationship between the characters as well kind of gets delved deep into them because they're very complex people and they're flawed, and I really like that. That was actually pretty cool as well. So in terms of antagonists, the game, and I'm pretty sure the TV series will come into conflict with the Court of Owls. They're supposedly like a secret organization group of people, of course, like some sort of owl masks as well. But the Court of Owls are supposedly as old as Gotham itself. So I don't really know much about them, other than they have influence and all that. But yeah, that'll be good to know more of them, I suppose. But I really like how the combat was influenced by a previous Arkham game, so that was actually pretty good to see. Of course, Court of Owls with these creepy white masks, but that's fine. Not creepy, but it kind of has that their signature look, almost like owls and whatever. So yeah, like even the one moment where Red Hood is fighting like a Court of Owls assassin, like you can see uh, you know there are like these red prompts. It's like unblockable attacks. So I just think that's pretty cool as well. Kind of testing how the player fights enemies and so forth. Um, I'm pretty sure puzzle solving. I think sometime early in the video, like also like a detective mode, following the trail of wires and how to switch on hidden doors. It is familiar gameplay tropes, but I think more will come. More information will come over time, but this is a good start. Um, I'm pretty certain it'll be like a 60 FPS if anything. I'm pretty sure there's 30 FPS mode, but I'm confident it's gonna be at 60 FPS for the most part because I'm pretty sure the old gen couldn't do 60 FPS for this game, so that's pretty fine. It looks good, but I do think there needs to be more modifications with the combat. But this is like not even yet a year away. Like 1 year and 5 more months in time. So that'll be good to see. But the gameplay footage, very good, very exciting. October 25, PS5, Series X, Series S, Windows. So I like that. But yeah, like obviously one thing you probably noticed, there's no gameplay footage currently for Batgirl and Robin. I'm pretty sure that'll come eventually. No more details. I think there might have been a trailer also involving those two characters, but I mean, otherwise, anything you're probably aware of, it wouldn't be too shocking. I mean, if based on the footage you've seen, how they'll play and react, then expect more of the same. But yeah, October 25, the platforms I announced to recap, and also a TV series picked up by the CW. I don't know how many episodes, but that's good to see. I don't know if it's just a limited series as well, but again, it's good that more of these characters are going to be explored and we'll know more of their relationships. That'll be fun to watch.